Hey, so remember how in my last video I was really flustered and stressed out about school?
Definitely stress eating time.
We are not doing that today. Today I'm going up with my friends to Sendai to just kind of take a break from everything. At the end of this video I'm going to give you some updates about school as well as a special announcement. But in the meantime I really just want to get to the hot springs in Akiyu, which is just outside of Sendai in Japan.
Like the only Wi-Fi networks.
On the way up there I really just want to edit a couple videos and get those done and uploaded because this is kind of my only chance to do it during the weekend. So that's why you can see here I'm using the Ninja Wi-Fi router that I usually use when I travel. Just letting you guys know they are offering a discount this month in May for 15% off. So if you use the code KC15 you can get 15% off. But yeah, so let's just go and get to Akiyu, starting with some food.
Oh my gosh.
Food safe.
Okay. Time for some mountain vegetable. I don't even recognize this vegetable. It's looks like asparagus. Okay.
I don't know what they are.
They look like flowers. The clear air. Hello everyone. It's so clear and beautiful out here. Oop, there it is. Oh my gosh, feel the air out here. Where is this path going? Where is this path going? This is impossible. Oh, Majika. Oh yeah, it's a video. What? I'm taking a video. Really slippery. Sharp rocks at the bottom. I do think so. About 13 minutes. Oh, so much fun. 13 minutes to make the bus. Let's do it. It's like raining out here.
Alright, we got 13 minutes. Let's do this.
Just want to give you a quick update. We just finished our hiking and it was really fun. We made the bus. That was great. We were staying at a really nice onsen. We're going to do that later, but we happened to notice a really nice ice cream shop, like a local ice cream shop that sells taiyaki and some good things. Yeah, I'm going to do a Q&A with you guys a little bit later after the onsen, so let's talk then.
Did you get that video?
I was trying to get some aesthetic going on.
Was it me?
No, I just choked. I gave up.
That was a fail. I looked up at Loretta and I just smiled.
I just died a little.
That was a fail.
Alright, so much for that. Got some black sesame ice cream. This is supposed to be like a student vlog. All I'm doing is just you know, whatever, it's recess. That's what we'll call this. Recess. Student vlog edition. Whatever. I deserve a break. These beautiful gardens and things. like this is like an outfit of the day. This is my fashion for today. Hello. Alright guys, I'm gonna go take some photos and get in the onsen because it's time to relax. Yeah. Oh yeah, this looks good. Got the full on. There's always trash in the background. Why is oh well. Like why do I always trash? But okay, here with the full on. これなんていうの? Haori. Haori and Haori and yukata underneath and onsen time. Hey guys, welcome back. We are home. We made it all the way back home, and that was such a refreshing trip. I feel like so much more human. But yeah, so basically at the beginning of the video I said we would do a few updates about what's going on at school, as well as a little bit of a special announcement. So I just kind of wanted to quickly do that before we close out this video. Okay, so I wanted to answer some of the questions you guys have been asking me, and then afterwards I'm going to announce the winners of the giveaway that I did to my second story time, where the prizes are two it's Japanese notebooks and Star Wars schedule books, which are like super cute. While I'm pulling that up, so school is going pretty well. You can probably tell by the date on these videos, but I am pretty behind on editing. And it's just because like the sheer volume of what's going on. I ended up taking 9 classes, and I think I'll talk to you guys more about that in my next video, but basically I'm behind. I need to catch up. Okay, so first question on Twitter. How do you study new Japanese vocab and kanji while reading through grad school assignments? So the way I study new vocab, I am obsessed with these pens. They're friction pens, and they're pens, but they're erasable. And this one's the tricolor, so it comes in black, blue, and red, which reminds me of like some really old school pens. But basically, when I write notes, my notes are in black. Blue is anything like an overarching theme or some sort of like meta information that I need to know, or like a key point. And red is the color I use when I underline a word that I want to look back at and study later. If I come along something, I'll just underline it and then come back to it later. Second, are there independently financed foreign students already enrolled in Japanese university that also applied for the MEC scholarship? I made a video with my friend Taylor, and that was her situation, where she was first independently, privately financed Shihi, and then she changed to Kokuhi after applying and being recommended by her school. For usually when you're already living in Japan. Can I see a picture of a very special place for you in Japan? Something inspiring for me? One of my favorite places in Japan is kind of typical, it's Kamogawa. I used to study in university at Doshisha Daigaku in Kyoto. And when I lived there, I went to school, then I would go to Kamogawa and just kind of like hang out, watch the sunset by the river, and I would go home and do homework. There's something about being there on the river and like feeling like you're part of something, but you don't really need to talk to anyone. It's just like, I said I usually walk about a mile, not a mile, an hour to school every day, and I usually do it in heels, and you guys are like, why don't you get a bike? It's just like, I'm not trying to get to school fast. I like walking because A, I don't have to go to the gym. I don't have to like, you know, like go to the gym, pay for membership and do all this stuff. I can literally like, I don't even need ankle weights because like my shoes are so heavy. It's like heavy boots. So if I just walk to school, I'm getting like my cardio workout because I walk really fast. And then in addition to that, it's a really good chance for me to get my thoughts together. I'm usually running from place to place to place all day long from like 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. So that 1 hour and those 2 hours there and back from school are the only 2 hours where no one talks to me and I don't have to worry and I can just think. So for me, it's kind of like meditation, and I just kind of prefer to walk. And 1 hour walking is not that much. Like, I mean, 2 hours in a day, but like, that's not even the 10,000 steps you supposedly need for the day, so I don't know. I don't really mind it. What camera and what editing program do I use? It's just this Canon 60D. It's just a DSLR. It's not anything extra fancy. And the editing program I use is Sony Vegas Pro 10. 12? 10. I think 10. Next question. What was I eating? Everyone was like, what are you eating? Are you even, what is that, like water on vegetables? It's like, oh gosh. One of the easiest Japanese style breakfasts is called ochazuke, which literally is like means to dump on green tea. The idea is you have like cooked rice, steamed rice, and you have whatever toppings you want on top of it, and then you put either green tea or dashi broth stock on top of it. But I don't really like to use dashi stock so much. I like to use my Chinese broth, which is like the red can you may have seen in the video, but I use a Chinese chicken broth that I use in like all of my cooking. So I just make a quick like chicken broth, and I had steamed rice and vegetables and like a little bit of mustard and some black pepper, and just poured chicken broth over it just to make it like ochazuke. Next question, what am I studying and how did I apply? I am studying in graduate school in the School of Business, so I'm getting my master's in business administration, also called an MBA. I applied through the MEX scholarship, which you can find out more about in my video called MEX scholarship. I think it's called How Did I Move to Japan? And where did I get my skirt? My skirt was from, I think, Forever 21 a couple years ago, but they're selling skirts that look like that here in Japan at GU, at Uniqlo, just like basically everywhere. Okay, and then the other one was my cell phone. This, as you can see, this is not the cell phone in the video. I had a different cell phone, but I broke it in my last video. So this is the loaner phone, but my original phone, I believe it's a Sony Xperia or something. It's not anything fancy, but it is kind of cute. I like it. So that is all of the questions for now. If you guys have more questions, again, you can either comment or you can leave them, ask Kemushi on Twitter, and I'll answer them there. But let's move on to the announcement. Like I said, I wanted to announce the winners of the giveaway, of the last Storytime giveaway that I did. By the time I've uploaded this video, the subtitles should be back on this video, so if you want to watch and you're studying Japanese, you can watch it in Japanese subtitles or English subtitles and switch back and forth. But 103 of you guessed the answers and only 20 of you got it right. So the winner, there was only 9 people to choose from. The winner of the easy version, and the question was, what was I wearing? The answer was an oversized t-shirt and some basketball shorts. The random selected person from the easy answers was Hairspired. Congrats to you! And then the second person who did the hard answer, which was asking why did I mention my brother? My brother is a doctor. He was the one who kind of inspired me to get exercising even if I don't know what I'm doing. The person who answered that correctly, there was 8 of you, and the random person selected out of those 8 is Teddyphone. I really like your screen name, Teddyphone. But yeah, so those are the 2 winners. I'm going to mail you guys the Star Wars notebooks and some campus notebooks as well to help you with your studies. So it is a Sunday. It is time for me to get back to studying, to get back to work. I did get a new mailbox, so if you guys want to send me any sort of mail or anything, postcard, message, whatever it is, you can also use my new PO box, which is written below this video as well. I'll talk to you guys very soon. It's time to get back to school. Okay, じゃあ今日もご視聴ありがとうございました。I'll see you guys in my next school vlog and something else as well that's coming out this week. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye! Mwah!